Okay there, so today I'm playing Prison Architect. Now, the game was fully released a few days to a week ago, I'm not sure which. Let's take a look here. It was officially released on October 6, 2015. Now, I had played it in the past, briefly. I'd played the beta or the early access version of the game, and I never got past the tutorial because it was bugged in a way that I couldn't get past. So now that the game has been officially released, I'm excited to see they actually fix the bug. Now, it is an indie game. It was developed and published by Introversion Software. So, I wasn't really expecting a whole lot, but I guess I was expecting the tutorial to be playable. And at the time it wasn't, so I'm excited to see if they actually improved the tutorial and if I can get through it this time. So without further ado, Prison Architect. Now, there's no main menu. They don't put you in a main menu. They start you off right in the campaign part of it. So the CEO is calling, and he says, "This is a tough one. There's a prisoner incarcerated at this facility who's been convicted of a double murder and sentenced to death. That's where we come in. We've been contracted to construct an execution chamber in time for the guy's big day." This is where I want the new facility to be built. The first step with any project like this is to construct the building itself, with enough space inside to fit an execution room and a holding cell. So let's get started. Construct a new building here. We will also need an entrance to the new execution facility. Build a large jail door into the south wall. Okay, let's see here. We have flashing icons. They show you how to drag, imagine, the foundation. So now you would think they would take this one step at a time, but they don't. So what do we want to do? Do we want to build brick? Do we want to build concrete? They're both outdoor only. Let's do concrete then. So we probably want to put down a foundation first, right? Your workmen are responsible for the construction of buildings. They'll collect the steel and concrete from this storeroom and take it to the construction site. They will use those raw materials to build the foundations and framework of your new building. This is the slowest part of the construction, so you need to plan ahead when building new facilities. While we wait, take a look around. Use WSAD use WASD or the arrow keys to move around, and use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. The foundation is going well, but why is it still flashing? Okay, let's put a large jail door in. How do you deselect items? Click it again. Right click. Right click doesn't work. Huh. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't want to do that. How do you cancel buildings? I have a whole bunch of doors all over the place now. Inside the building, I want a cell and an execution room. Oh god, those guys at the doors! What the hell? Partition the space by constructing some brick walls. I need to delete this. This is not right. Oh, there's bulldoze. Can I bulldoze the doors? Can I kill them? How do I bulldoze them? Auto lights? Guys, tear them down! Stop this! This is madness! This is what happens when you have no independent thought. Where's the door? Okay. Demolish walls? No, we want to demolish. Here we go. This will do it. Yeah. That's right. Destroy that. Destroy that. Destroy that. Destroy that. Yep. Man, these doors all over the place. Jeez. It's crazy. It's madness. Okay, we're supposed to be building internal walls. Well, to be honest, this progressed farther than it did last time. So, put a brick wall there, and a brick wall there, one there, one there. And, we're gonna do objects again. Are they... Man, these doors are all over the place. You guys, you're hopeless. Look at these guys. Just crazy with the doors. So I imagine, once you have a door selected, the only way to or deselect it is to click dismantle object. Okay. So it looks like most of the doors are gone. I have one door too many yet. What am I gonna do about that? Let's see here. Brick wall. No, that's done already. Now add large jail doors to those dividing walls. You can rotate an object before placement by clicking the middle mouse button or press R. So we need to place a large jail door. One there and one there. And you can't, you can't right click to get rid of it. Okay. I guess that's a small thing, but it bugs me. Maybe I can get rid of it by, yeah. Okay, so if you close the build menu, it will also get rid of it. And we still have two doors. I don't know which one was supposed to be the correct one. I'll just delete the one on the left. There. That's looking good. We now need to designate rooms within those spaces. Designate a cell in the smaller area where our condemned inmate will live. So I need to designate an execution room. Then designate the execution room itself in the larger area. You gotta keep the audience happy. So, we're gonna drag, and that's now a cell. Oh, you can also scroll by moving to the edge of the screen. And this is going to be an execution room. Why did it say failed? It doesn't have an electric chair. These new rooms have requirements before they become functional. The cell needs a bed and a toilet. The execution room requires the electric chair. So we're going to be placing more objects. We need a toilet, a bed, and of course the electric chair. Those things are pricey. And unfortunately, there's a big hole where I put those doors. Can I build a wall? I guess it's a good thing I didn't accidentally put the doors in the cell, huh? Here, a concrete wall. Let's try that. What are you doing? You're carrying the staff key. It's an important job. Okay, guys, why aren't you building me a toilet? I need a toilet. Oh, there you are. That's the essentials taken care of, but there are still a few improvements you could make. It's up to you, though. These aren't strictly required. It depends how much you care about your prisoners and their environment. The cell itself could be improved with an outward-facing window and a small bookshelf. And the facility would look better with a higher quality floor material, like wooden floorboards or mosaic tiles. Outside, you could add some lighting and a paved pathway if you think it needs it. This is the man in question, Edward Romsey, a teacher once, would you believe? It's not our place to decide if he deserves this. The law has made that decision. We're just here to do a job. Once you are satisfied the facility is ready, you can begin the prisoner transfer to his new cell. Simply click on the Polaroid in his cell to initiate the transfer. Let's build some mosaic floor tiles. Here's a window. Probably want that on the outside of the building. A light. Can you just place it on the floor? I guess so, because right there is a light. I think we have enough lights, though. We have 4 lights in here already. Add a window to the cell. Add a bookshelf to the cell. Well, I'm not seeing a bookshelf, so maybe I'm blind, but it's not in there. Oh well, that's not too exciting anyway. A path, darn it. We need a path. Okay. We're using a floor. Right there. There you are. You happy now? Got your path. There's another path. This path doesn't go anywhere. I mean, do you just connect it to his cell? Where exactly do you connect the path to? Oh, I guess that qualifies. Create some outdoor lighting around the facility. Ah. Here we go. Have a light on either side of the door. Okay, these are materials. So, I think we should put a nice dirt floor in. I don't see a wood one. Oh, there it is. There's a wooden floor. Okay, the cell's getting a wooden floor, and the lobby here getting a mosaic floor. The wooden floor actually costs more. Put some nice marble tiles in the execution room. Oh, and you can find that bookshelf. Oh, there it is. There is the bookshelf. Put it right next to the toilet, huh? You can read while sitting on the toilet. So yeah, so far this is much better. I mean, I never got nearly this far last time. Back when it was in early access. So that was my major gripe with it, is that I couldn't seem to get past the initial part of the tutorial. I couldn't lay the foundation like they wanted me to. Okay, we're going to continue the story. Don't shed one tear for this guy. He's a stone-cold killer, guilty as charged. He even confessed. Want to hear his description of what he did? It's juicy stuff. It was around 11 p.m. The lights were already on. I knew she was home. I knew I'd catch you two here. Edward, Don't. Just don't. What are you going to do? Clear as day, if you ask me. Deserves every volt he's gonna get. All men deserve forgiveness, even him. Are you so sure in yourself that you can deal out such final judgment? Catching your wife with another man is no excuse for what he did. And he went in there with a loaded gun, knowing he'd find them together. That's double premeditated murder. The priest. He's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities. The state is making an example of him. If he'd committed his crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that justice? The chief. Do you want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep just fine at night when I know he's gone. Good work so far. However, there is one problem. The execution room isn't functioning yet because it doesn't have any power. We need to connect it to the electrical supply. It's like Sim City. We're now viewing the prison in utilities mode, which shows us the electrical wiring layout for the entire prison. Each building in the prison is connected to the power grid by these thick underground electrical cables. Power is provided to the prison by this substation, which draws electricity from the national grid. As you can see, this entire wing of the prison cells is without power. All of the lights are out. To fix this problem, we first need to switch into Utilities mode to understand why the lights are without power. The nearest electrical cables are too far away. Our engineers can't complete the wiring for this area. Extend the electrical cables nearby to cover this wing of the prison. Okay, you have electrical cable. I guess we're just gonna drag it on over. Okay, I'm looking at these other ones. Probably want to drag it along here as well. Small pipe. Why did I put down a small pipe? Yeah, we don't want the small pipe. Stop doing that. Can I destroy that? Don't install small pipes there. Stupid small pipes. Okay, there. Lights aren't the only thing that needs power. Your new electric chair does too. Use the power cables to connect the execution facility to the power grid. The electric chair itself is a special type of electrical item. It requires its own dedicated power line. You'll need to connect it up directly with the mains cables. The mains cables. Can I just drag it right through it? I don't understand what... Oh, you right-click, huh? Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. You can right-click to dismantle utilities that are building. I didn't know that. We are almost done, I think. We should test the new execution room at least once before we try to use it, though. I'm just going to turn it on for a few seconds. Make sure everything is okay. I predict a grid blackout. Wow, I'm good. Well, that didn't work. Looks like we drew too much power and tripped a circuit breaker in the power station. The whole prison is dark. We're going to need more juice to be able to handle this power spike that the electric chair generates. First, we need to turn the power back on. This is a two-step process. Switch the power station back on by clicking on it and selecting switch on in the menu that appears. Then build 3 more capacitors so we have enough power capacity to handle the electric chair. Once you've done that, test the electric chair again by clicking on it and selecting the switch on in the menu. Okay. And we're going to need a capacitor. Looks like a robot with that thing, like eyes. Capacitor has eyes on it. He's got it. Good. Now we just need to test the chair again. Well done. I believe we are finished with this job. What happens now is out of our hands. We did a professional job, and that's important in our business. Try not to worry about what happens next. Can I help you? Are you looking for forgiveness? I don't know. I have to do something. I can't live with the things I've done. The priest. You have to turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You'll never be able to live with yourself until you face up to your past. Edward. I want to go back. I want to forgive her. I want her to forgive me. The priest. God will forgive you, no matter what you've done, if you ask him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. There is no other way. It is time, Edward. You have done the right thing. even though this world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God soon, and He will have the final judgment on you. Edward Ramsey, you've been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the 1st degree. The penalty is death. Do you have anything to say? Edward. Susan. I'm sorry. Okay, so there you go. That finishes the first mission of Prison Architect. They definitely resolved any issues I had with it before. So I'm happy to say I will retract my previous negative review, and yeah, I'll probably continue to play this game.